Hi, Church. Pastor Jeff here with another Trinity Check In, and I am introducing you to somebody who might be new to you and might not. Galen Ray is our new business assistant here at Trinity.
Yes.
Say hi, Galen.
Hello to everyone.
Oh.
I feel that I know you very much from past experience and a lot of connections here at Trinity.
Yeah, so let me back up just a step. Many of you know that we had a business administrator for a good long while, Charlotte Tomlin, who left to pursue other things. What we decided to do was to take the church's accounting and move it to a firm that's kind of spread between Lincoln and Omaha that specializes in large and complex churches. It's a good fit. And that's worked out very well. But there were a few pieces left to the old position that we still needed to cover. And so we looked to hire somebody part-time for that can be in office and help with those things. So we put out a few feelers to try to find somebody. And lo and behold, we got what might be the most overqualified business assistant in all of history. Galen Ray is a retired pastor who attends Southgate United Methodist. He used to be a district superintendent, and he used to be Trinity's district superintendent.
Correct.
So you know how churches work. You know how the United Methodist Church works. You even know how this church works to some extent.
You're right.
Inside and out.
Yes. I feel like I've been with you from the beginning, from my first meeting at 16th and 8th.
Yeah, you were the DS when the move happened, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. So it just gave me, great joy to watch this place at Village Gardens grow, and again, it might have seemed like it was taking a while, but the transition worked really well to reach this part of Lincoln. So it's been growing very well since then, and anyway, to me, it's a great, not coincidence, a great Holy Spirit moment that I came here.
Yeah, so you have some now, and you're retired, so you have something
Yes.
to do in your retirement, a few extra things. The
Right.
church benefits too.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of what Galen's going to be doing, I don't remember how I put it in the job description, but like managing the church's business relationships, like contracts and things like that, helping John Adams in many ways take care of a few building things and keep on top of things, but also a liaison with the financial side. So our accountants are, if anybody wants to contact Heather Reuter, is the main one with Harmony Accounting. Anyone can. However, it's nice to have somebody in the office. And so if any of you call with a question about your giving statements, well, I haven't told you how to do that yet, but soon
We'll
that
get there.
will be Galen.
Yeah.
Right, and he's going to help with our budget process this fall, and I think it's going to be a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and he's remaining a member of Southgate, or not, retired pastors are weird how they do membership,
Right.
but you're remaining connected to Southgate United
Correct.
Methodist. So you have the second best pastor in town?
Yes.
That's my wife, for anybody who hasn't put the pieces together.
Right. Right.
No, we'll call her the best. And I'll mean it.
Yeah.
I also thought this might be a little bit of an opportunity to just share with all of you. We have a lot of new members here at Trinity, and some of you come from other United Methodist churches, but many don't. We don't really talk much about how the church runs, like how the gears turn, and for good reason, because we'd rather talk about God. We'd rather talk about community and that kind of thing. But it is important and good to share from time to time. So we have a number of committees. Now, I've actually floated the idea. A lot of churches are going to a one-board model these days, and that's something that I hope we talk about because I think it might actually be a good fit for us. But we have, I don't know, 5 or 7, why am I looking at you? We have like 5 or 7 committees that perform various functions in the church. So, for instance, our trustees, they're technically the committee that is legally responsible for everything, endowments and all that too. But day to day on the ground, what they mostly do is take care of the building. So, for instance, we're having the parking lot worked on right now. If you've ever almost tripped on the cracks coming in from the parking lot, you will find when you come on Sunday that the work is in progress to improve that, and the trustees approved that. We have a staff parish relations committee, which is the personnel committee. Our church has so much staff when you consider the child care and all the teachers that it's kind of more of a policy making body. And so we have a good handbook and they look over that. What else do we have? Finance committee talks, the phrase I like is fiscal responsibility. You know, we aim for people who either know something about accounting or can at least not run away when they see sheets full of numbers and have the heart that's needed for those numbers too. What other? I should have had a list in front of me.
Well, there's music and worship and.
Yeah, we actually don't have a committee for music and worship, but
Oh,
you
that's
know.
right. I'm thinking budget. You know.
Oh, you're thinking budget areas, yeah. Oh, Child Care Board. That's one of the big ones. Child Care Board, which helps set policy for our child cares. It's made up mostly of church members, but we do have a parent member from each of the two centers. But you get the idea. So you should know that there are lots of eyes that see the things that happen. We especially have good regulations around money to make sure that things are handled well. We're required to do now. See, an accountant would get mad at me. I'm tempted to use simple language and call it an audit. A CPA would say it's not technically an audit. It's an agreed upon procedures. But we have a set of standards that come to us from the denomination and from the conference that we do every year, and that always comes back clean, which is fantastic. Well, there's a couple little, but they're not significant things. But it's good to know that the church takes care of things. Now, I'm going to throw a little ad in here at the end. Every fall, one of our other committees is the Lay Leadership Committee, and Lay Leadership is the committee that puts people on committees and nominates people for it. It used to be called nominations back in the day. And if you are on Lay Leadership, you will be hearing from me very soon because it's time to get that process started. And if any of you would like to help with these areas, please let me know. Now, we might be contacting you as we go through the fall, but if you have a particular interest in being on trustees or staff parish or something like that, let me know because it's good to do, and I feel like our committees are beginning to find a little more of a groove after COVID. I don't know how things were you retired during COVID.
Yes, exactly. Didn't go to Southgate for 2 years.
Yeah, yeah, didn't go to Southgate for that's a
I
good
only
way to say.
watched it on video.
Right, but as we it feels like the committees are beginning to find their grooves again after COVID, and that's nice too. So it's a good way to serve if any of you have an interest. So welcome, Galen. You won't see him on Sunday, but if you stop by midweek in the mornings, you will.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Glad to have you here.
Thank you. Yes, again, it feels right to be here.
Yeah. And for the rest of you, I'll see you on Sunday. Don't forget, we have the Do Unto Others campaign that's just launched. I've already seen a picture of yard signs out in the wild, and it's neat. It's neat to see it taking on. It's neat to see people getting behind respect and kindness. Now, of course, that's true for all of us here, but it's nice to see it, and it's nice to be a witness, I suppose, the way to say it is to the world. So, get your signs. More of that soon. See you soon, church.